Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I have a super duper topic and I want to thank you Ernesto Rodriguez, one of my last followers that I see it's super interested in my channel and on Axure topics. So I'm really here to help anyone that wants and needs some help on this tool. So it's not, I know it's not easy to use, but what you can achieve is really great. So as you saw in the title of this video, what we are going to talk about is how to basically stick one item, okay, that is inside the page, okay, on Windows scroll. Right, so and we are not talking about a sticky header because this is quite simple with Axure. You just have to check that this item should stick on the top and that's it. What I'm going to show you is how to basically stick one item, one component of the page. It is, for example, on whatever coordinates of the page, and to stick this on scroll, right? And so be sticked to the end of the video because I have also some tips and tricks for you. And that said, let's get started. And here we are inside Axure. What I'm going to show now is actually a template that you can have just going on my website, on my marketplace, where you can find this particular file at 50% of discount with the discount code that you can find in the description below, right? And I can show you how it looks like. So this is a minimal blog website. Everything is done in Axure. So as you can see, we have a super nice, for example, animation here on scroll down, right, with this header that appears, right? We have some other nice animation, and here you see we have also other nice animation, and everything is done in Axure. And this has no external CSS, so you can use it as you want. And we have different pages. We have the home, we have the about page, and this is how it looks like, the about page. We have the sample post page, and this is actually really cool. We have everything that you need for creating, I would say, a blog in Axure, right? You have just to customize everything and that's it, but the structure is there. Yeah, you can reuse obviously everything you want. But anyway, I'm going to use actually this page. Okay, I already created some variants of this page just for this tutorial. And I want to thank again Ernesto Rodriguez for suggesting me to do this video, because I think actually it's quite advanced, because I don't think that a lot of people is going to use Axure in this way, but Axure is super powerful, so you should do actually. So let's go back in Axure. So I already created a copy of actually this sample post, and I changed some stuff just to show you how it looks like and how to actually stick something inside the page. So let's go on this page. So this is the item that could be whatever you want, could be social media icons, whatever, right? That we are going to stick, right? So this is called sticky, right? It's just a dynamic panel with some items inside, whatever. And what we have to do actually is to start to stick this item only when I arrive at a certain coordinates of the page. On the page itself, we're going to in the interaction pane, and I'm going to select on Windows scrolled event. What we have to do is to move our sticky, right? So I select my sticky, and here the move should be 2, and we don't want to move it horizontally, right? So the only thing that I have to do is to say target.x. Why this? Because it's going to take the coordinates of our target, and since our target is our sticky, it means that it will not move. That's very simple. For the y coordinate, we have to take the window scroll y. Okay, that's also quite simple. And let's go and see how it looks like now, okay, that we put this. So when I start to scroll now, as you can see, so the item sticks, okay, but it sticks on the top, right? Because we didn't put any condition yet. And the condition here on window scroll is if the value of my window scroll, okay, so I insert again window scroll y, is, and here is important, greater than or equals to what? We want to start to scroll, to stick this item only when the scroll arrives to the bottom of the hero, right? To the bottom of this visual, right? And so we do this. In the effects, first of all, we create a local variable. The local variable is what? Is the hero. Let's say we call it hero because should be the widget hero, right? After we take the local variable that we just created, so the hero, and we say dot bottom, right? So we want to stick this item only when the scroll arrives to the bottom of the hero. And let's see now how it looks like. Now, as you can see, when I start to scroll, you see that this is not sticking until I arrive to the bottom of the hero and start to stick again. So as you can see now, if I scroll back and forth, up and down, right, it doesn't stick always on the right position. This is because obviously Axure doesn't calculate each single pixel. And how we can solve this issue? Quite simple. We have to create an else if condition. So we add a new case, okay, and with this else if, we say else if true, then you have to move again my sticky to, again, for the x-axis, again we say the same thing, we say target.x, but for the y coordinates we have to put back what? The same thing as before, so to hero.bottom, so we have to stick it again at the bottom of the hero. And to do so, we go again on the effects, we create the same thing as before, for example hero, we say widget, again hero, and we take the local variable here that we just created, dot bottom. Wow, that's it. Actually, if we go in preview now and we start again to do so, right, whatever the speed of my scroll, this will always stick at the bottom of the hero. That's it, actually, right? But this is the trick. We can go further than that, right? We can say that this item should stick or move inside specific coordinates that I want. So I already copied the same page, and in this case, for example, and I don't know if you can see it on screen, but this is the space, the red space is where I want that this item will stick inside and move inside, right, on scroll Y. So how to do so? Actually is exactly the same thing as before, but we have just to change one single condition, right? So we take the same things and window scroll, we copy this and we go on this page and we paste it here, Okay, it's exactly the same thing. As a reference, for example, I would like to take basically the top and the bottom, right, of the items that should contain this item that that sticks inside, right, those coordinates. Why I don't want to use exactly, for example, 2000 to 3000 pixel coordinates? Why it is? Because our design can change, and the block in which you want to move this item can change accordingly, and you have to change every time, right? But if you take for example, the as variables, right, the top or the bottom of specific items, no matter where you place it, it will always work, right? Hope this is clear, but let's see how it looks like. So again, what we have here is the same as before, but for the first case, what we have is that if, okay, the value of the window scroll Y is greater than the hero bottom, then start. But I want also that this should stop, okay, if it's less than or equal to what? To this item, so this this title top, and the title, so we are going to change this. We create a new variable that is title, and we select the widget title. Let's so this is the title, right? So this is where this should stop, right? I insert my local variable title dot top. Okay, so this should stop when the scroll arrives to the top of this widget. And let's say okay. And this is why I don't want to use coordinates, because whatever the position of this item will be, okay, this will work anyway, right? Because the reference is the widget and not the pixels. So if we go now in preview to see this, if we start to scroll, as you can see, this started to scroll as before, but when this widget arrives to the top, okay, so the 00 coordinates of this widget arrives to the top of this widget that is the title, then it disappears, because we say you have to move this item only between those two widgets, right? And actually that's it. So if I go back, this sticks again inside the red space. And this is for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new from me. As usual, what I ask you is to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, put a like, a comment, and see you in the next video. And I want to say goodbye to Ernesto. Bye!